Gaia and Ubuntu, good morning, and welcome to our May cross-quarter meditation live stream. This is just the setup. We'll be starting soon. Gaia and Ubuntu. We'll be getting started in just a moment. Gaia and Ubuntu. Welcome to this Novasutras cross-quarter celebration. I'm Dr. Michelle Merrill. So, once again, you'll want to arrange yourself for a meditation session. If you can, find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Turn off any unneeded devices, alarms, or other distractions. If you want to record this on a meditation app like Insight Timer, I'll let you know when to get that started. But while people are settling in, I'll tell you a little bit more about the cross-quarter. I'll talk to you about the Novasutras movement and explain a little about Gaia and Ubuntu. Then in about 5 minutes, we'll start a guided meditation. I'll help you get into a calm, relaxed, and meditative state. Then I'll let you know the time of the cross-quarter. And for a few minutes, we'll all really focus on reverence and loving kindness, Gaia and Ubuntu, for the world. After we finish out the meditation, I'll talk a bit more about the Novasutras movement, our plans, values, ambitions, and how you can participate. So today at 1313 UTC is the specific moment when the Earth is at the midpoint between the March equinox and the June solstice as the Earth orbits the Sun. The Sun will be directly overhead in the Eastern Atlantic Ocean between the Cape Verde Islands and the west coast of Africa. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's the middle of spring. The March equinox marks the beginning of spring, and the June solstice is the start of summer. But at this cross-quarter point, the days are growing longer, and in many places, the warmth and liveliness of spring is just beginning to be evident. The seasons are related to the orbit of the Earth around our Sun, and how the northern and southern hemispheres are sometimes tilted toward the Sun and sometimes tilted away from the Sun. Even more amazing than Earth's annual journey around our Sun is that this brilliant blue bauble that we call home is dancing around a moving body. The Sun itself is in orbit around the gravitational center of our galaxy. So we're actually moving in this beautiful open spiral, a helix as we move through time and space. Novasutras celebrates the solstices, equinoxes, and cross-quarters because these are amazing planetary phenomena about the interaction of our home planet and our Sun. This is about science, and all humans can agree on this. Though many religious traditions also include some celebration associated with these 8 times of the year, the solstices, the equinoxes, and the cross-quarters. Novasutras takes these times to celebrate Gaia and Ubuntu. Gaia is a new term, intended as an expression of the deep, sacred beauty of the universe. Ubuntu is a term that represents the connections between all things, binding us all together in the more than human world with reverence, joy, generosity, gratitude, and loving kindness. The Novasutras movement seeks to promote Gaia and Ubuntu. We honor the principles that all of nature is sacred and should be treated with reverence and loving kindness. That change is essential, inevitable, and important in all life. That complexity and maturity emerge from cooperative relationships. And that the beauty of the living world is to be savored, honored, celebrated, and protected. So if you use a meditation app, you might want to start that, and I'll begin to talk you through a guided meditation, some visualizations. I'll let you know as we approach the minute of the cross quarter, and I'll invite you to focus very specifically at that point in time. I'll talk you through it. But first, to open this as sacred space, we'll do a practice that Buddhists might recognize as having some things in common with metta meditations, and practitioners of various neo-pagan or indigenous religions might recognize as calling the corners or calling the quarters. Now you can do this while standing and moving, or just sitting and thinking, whichever is more comfortable for you right now. Because of the camera, I'm going to do this from sitting here. I always like to start where the sun is at the moment, the nearest cardinal direction. In my case, I'm in California and it's just before dawn. So the sun is about to emerge in the east. I'll go around the compass directions following the path of the sun, east to south to west, then north, and then also up and down. Then we'll start with ourselves as the center and radiate out. Please follow along out loud if you like, or just think and feel through it, sending your wishes out in that direction or in that space. May all beings to the east abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings to the south abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings to the west abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings to the north abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings above me abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings below me abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May I abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings nearby, those I can reach with my senses, abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings in my watershed abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings on my continent abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all beings in Earth's biosphere abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. May all life everywhere in the universe abide in Agaya and Ubuntu. Now, you're invited to find a comfortable place to sit if you haven't already done so. Rest your hands gently on your knees so your arms hang comfortably at your sides with your elbows at a relaxed angle. Hold your spine upright. Once you're sitting comfortably, take a deep, slow breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now exhale slowly and completely. Inhale slowly through your nose, noticing the feelings of the air moving past your nostrils and down and into your lungs. Hold that again. Now, slowly release the breath. Feel how your chest and belly move and relax as you exhale. Then allow your chest and belly to expand and rise gently as you inhale. Continue to take slow, comfortable breaths at your own pace. Continue taking deep, relaxing breaths as we begin to welcome in Ubuntu and Gaia. Ubuntu represents our expanded awareness of connection and interbeing. With every breath in, you're taking in nourishing oxygen that some plants exhale. And then you're exhaling carbon dioxide that will nourish other photosynthesizers. All your food was once alive, and that life nourishes you. This is interbeing at its deepest level. And this is what we call Ubuntu. Everywhere in the world, these interconnections exist. As you breathe in, allow yourself to feel these connections of Ubuntu. As you breathe out, send your gratitude for them along those radiating interconnections. This gratitude to other beings with whom we share connection is one aspect of what we call a Gaia. A Gaia represents our profound connection to the sacred beauty of our universe. As you slowly inhale, invite this sacred joy of a Gaia into the center of your being. Hold it for a moment. Then as you release your breath, send it with your feelings of humble gratitude to spread out into the world. How does it feel to know that something as simple and elegant as a leaf can capture the light from our sun, can turn it into sugars and sweetness, sustenance, and the structures of life itself? In about a minute, we will reach the cross quarter. From an earthly perspective, the sun will be directly overhead on the latitude of 16 degrees, 20 minutes north, 18 degrees, 50 minutes west. This is in the Atlantic, between the west coast of Africa and the Cape Verde Islands. Envision how that looks and feels right now, with a brilliant midday sun there, directly over the vast blue sea. Were you standing on a becalmed sailboat, the mast would cast no shadow. Imagine taking the warmth and that shimmering radiance of the sun overhead and transforming it into loving kindness, into Ubuntu and a Gaia. Now imagine Ubuntu and a Gaia shining forth through you, from your heart out into the world. Know that you are surrounded by community, that everyone meditating right now is there with you, that we are all radiating Ubuntu and a Gaia. Together, we shine Ubuntu and a Gaia across the deep and sparkling immensity of the ocean. Together, we shine Ubuntu and a Gaia to every place on earth, now touched by the light of this cross-quarter sun. Together, we shine the light of Ubuntu and a Gaia around the world to the places in darkness. Together, we shine the light of Ubuntu and a Gaia across the universe from our beautiful little home world. Together, we inhale Ubuntu and exhale a Gaia. Together, we inhale a Gaia and exhale Ubuntu. Continue to Extend these experiences of Agaya and Ubuntu and offer them as a gift to the whole world. Now consider those people with whom you have experienced connection. Think of people that you love, people that love you, people who at some time have given you a kindness, people that you have treated with compassion. Send Agaya and Ubuntu to those people. Now, consider other beings in the more than human world whose presence has enriched your life. Perhaps an animal has been a valued companion. A plant has beautified your home or garden. A tree has shaded you. Perhaps you have nurtured or tended a plant or an animal. Think about what their life experience is like, how they sense the world, and what things they would enjoy and appreciate. And send Agaya and Ubuntu to those beings. Think of the deep sense of wonder we feel when we look at the petals of a flower, when we see a bird fly gracefully overhead, when we see the surging waves of a sea in storm, when we gaze up into a clear night sky filled with distant stars. Agaya can inspire feelings of humbleness and also feelings of expansive pride and great joy. Take a moment to appreciate that joy. Really breathe in Agaya and exhale gratitude for all that is wonderful in the universe. Inhale wonder and joy. Exhale gratefulness for interconnection. Inhale Agaya. Exhale Ubuntu. Now inhale Ubuntu and hold that feeling of interconnection. Then exhale Agaya to spread joy and wonder into the universe. Inhale Ubuntu. Exhale Agaya. Inhale Ubuntu. Exhale Agaya. When you're ready, open your eyes and allow yourself to gently return to the here and now. You should come into a state of calm attention, energized by your contemplation of Ubuntu and Gaia through the moment of the cross quarter. Take this time to thank yourself and to thank all of our participants, online and off, for sharing in this worldwide meditation. We in the Novasutras community thank you for taking this step toward wellness and awareness. We thank you for all that you do as an agent for change, Ubuntu and Gaia. Now I'd like to talk for a bit about the Novasutras movement. Our main intention is to invite the power of community to transform global civilizations into expressions of Novasutras' core values, so that we begin to live in a world of Ubuntu and Gaia. Our goals for this next orbit of the sun include organizing local celebrations for the equinoxes and solstices. Now is the time to begin planning for the June solstice, which is going to be on Thursday, June 21st. So get in contact with us at novasutras.org, on the Novasutras Facebook page, on our Twitter feed. Let us know if you're interested in hosting some kind of local celebration. We'd love to do another live stream meditation. The actual moment of the June solstice is 10:07 UTC. Interestingly, that's 3:07 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're in Europe, Asia, or Australia, and you can manage this time a little bit better, I'm happy to help you get set up to host the live stream. So in addition to these celebrations of the 8 key points in Earth's orbit, other things that Novasutras will be working on through this year will be developing a working wiki of Novasutras philosophy, research, and practices so that we can co-create Novasutras. The intention is to grow Novasutras communities in at least 30 countries and to inspire worldwide conversations about community based on Gaia and Ubuntu. Within the following year, we're hoping to hold a major global celebration for the 2019 June solstice. And by the December solstice of 2019, we're hoping to have books about Novasutras in print and distributed around the world. As we build momentum, the Novasutras movement intends to bring people together to defend and protect the environment, Gaia, and Ubuntu, to respond to disasters and help rebuild after disasters, to support social justice causes and education, to preserve knowledge and culture, and perhaps most importantly, to spread joy and celebration. So how do you want to participate? The Novasutras movement needs collaborators, cooperators, co-conspirators if we're going to make this happen. We need people to share information about the movement to help it grow. We need creators to comment on things, to write blog posts, to make videos for our YouTube channel, to make and donate art, original music, images, things that we can use in videos or on posters or on the website. We need tech-savvy people to help get a wiki set up and build out the Novasutras calendar. At some point, we may even design our own new language. We need collaborators to work together on these projects, editing videos and blog posts, getting started on them. We need people who want to celebrate. We'll need help planning and staging celebrations and other events. We may want to make masks or costumes, banners, flyers, whatever else will help the celebration happen. And we need people who want to be generous, people who can share space. If you can offer your space to host celebrations, meetings, small gatherings. If you have things you can donate, video cameras, microphones, materials for celebrations. Maybe you're in a position where you can buy things that will support us. Novasutras offers posters and t-shirts and reusable cups and bags from our Redbubble site. Or you can directly contribute funds to support the costs of our efforts and help us build the movement. So please join in the comments or the live stream chat. Then go to novasutras.org to learn more and to let us know how we can connect with you. What are some projects that you would like to begin as we move ahead? If you can share this in the comments below, in the live stream chat, we can support each other and we can hold one another accountable for working toward our intention. I'd like to thank you for joining in this Novasutras event. And I'd like to express my deep gratitude for all that you do as an agent for change, for Ubuntu, and for Gaia.